when you're the captain. She'll be followed by Sierra Romero. Danielle Gibson-Horton's the first baseman. Rachel Garcia will pitch. Anna Gold, Mulipola, Aaliyah Andrews, Savannah Jaquish, Sierra Briggs. Rounding out the 9, Briggs and Coffey. Oh, by the way, they're best friends. Bookending the lineup. More on that as the game continues. All right, the pitcher for Team Ricketts, it's not Kaylani Ricketts. She's going to start with Montana Fouts in the circle. First pitch of our game, tapped right side. Sydney Romero throws out Danica Coffey. 1 pitch, 1 out.
And Montana Fouts just having such a great season this year, leading her talons during the regular season. But just that special moment, we got to see her perform on her home field at University of Alabama. Just been electric all season long.
First ball swinging, Sierra Romero hits it foul. Both second basemen in our game. Last name Romero. And they have more in common than that. They've got DNA in common. They're sisters. Sierra and Sydney.
Just so similar in their style of play. Versatile on defense, swing big bats.
Into right field, sinking, caught by Bubba Nichols, Camarena. 2 down.
Sierra's seeing it. I mean, just being a hard out, that's all you want. 5 for 5 last series, but she's just seeing it big. You can just see that her timing's down and lots of line drives.
Here's Danielle Gibson-Horton, 21st out of 60 players on the leaderboard. Former Arkansas Razorback, played with 2 different teams during the AUSL regular season. Mid-season trade, center from the Blaze to the Bandits. Both Gibson-Horton and the pitcher, Fouts, SEC alums. Gibson-Horton played at Arkansas, Fouts played at Alabama. No swing. Right back to Fouts. It's going to be an easy 1-2-3 inning. Side is retired. Coffey, Romero, Gibson-Horton retired by Montana Fouts.
1 and 2, but another hot hitter to look at as she jumps up the leaderboard as well.
Hitting in front of Romero will be Sierra Sacco, Hannah Flippin. 4-hitter Bailey Klingler. Bubba Nichols Camarena is the right fielder. Kendra Falby, a captain a series ago. Aaliyah Benford, Charlize Palacios, and Paige Sinicki rounding out the 9, batting against Rachel Garcia.
And Rachel Garcia also having a strong summer, just returned back from China with Team USA, winning gold there. Having a stellar pitching performance against Team Japan, 11 strikeouts. So just mentally strong, physically tough.
First pitch misses down low. Sacco currently 18th on the leaderboard. 18 out of 60 players. She can really run. First 2 pitches both miss. There's a strike. Now Garcia, one of 12 AUSL All-Star Cup players who were not available a week ago for the most previous series, Series 2. 12 athletes playing in the World Games, 11 for Team USA. Alicia Ocasio played for the Puerto Rican national team. It's another good strike. Those 12 athletes received the minimum amount of win points possible and are back in this field. So they've got a little bit of ground to make up.
And Rachel Garcia does have a little bit of ground, but we saw her in Series 1. She tossed that complete game one-hitter in Series 1 for Team Lorenz at the time. And just the performances that she's been putting up this summer, she's been a different pitcher that we've seen than last year. And, last year she was fighting through some injuries, but just her mentality, presence on the mound, it's getting tougher and tougher as the season goes on.
Now, Natasha, to show you how good Rachel was in Series 1, Rachel's currently 6th out of 60 players on the leaderboard, and that's with only playing Series 1 and taking Series 2 off. But you keep track of this leaderboard at all times. It moves from batter to batter. Kayla Kowalik in first place by a bunch. We'll see her in the nightcap. Fair ball. One down. So 4 batters into our game, we've yet to see a base hit or a base runner. 3 ground ball outs and a line out. Here's Hannah Flippen. Flip playing with Team USA a week ago. There are a lot of players who love softball, but no one loves it more than Hannah Flippen.
Absolutely, and just getting the chance to talk to her. She flew in from China and was like ready to go and play, but Athletes Unlimited said, hey, take a couple days off, but just loves the game. She oozes passion.
No swing. One and two. We've played many games over the years here in Rosemont, Illinois. Fantastic venue for professional softball. Wind is always a factor, and it will be today. Slugged into center field. Andrews makes the play. 2 down. Andrews, a veteran, knows exactly about the wind, and it swirls here in this building. Wind is blowing out towards right field, Natasha.
Yeah, and that was hit on the nose by Hannah Flippen, and that gets caught in the wind. Slows it down a little bit.
Here's Sydney Romero. Two great winners. Sydney Romero, former Oklahoma Sooner. Rachel Garcia, former national champ at UCLA. Off-speed pitch, a beauty. Sydney's got some great numbers, but the leaderboard rank doesn't match with what she's done. She's 43rd out of 60 athletes, even though she's 5 for 11 batting with a double, a triple, and a homer. One of the best batting averages, but hadn't been a part of very many winning innings, let alone games.
Right, and identical to her sisters, which on the other side, her sister was a part of Team Kowalik last series, and so those win points trump those stat points.
Blooped into center field. That's our first hit of the game. Interesting to note that coming into that at bat, Sydney Romero and Sierra Romero, the exact same batting average, both 5 for 11, both with 3 extra base hits. But one was 43rd on the leaderboard and one is 9th. Shows you what winning is all about at this level.
And can you believe Sydney Romero even makes contact on that? That's when you know you are seeing the ball well. I mean, just staying in your legs. That's an off-speed pitch, a drop from Rachel Garcia. Nice bat barrel control.
Here's Bailey Klingler. No swing. We've had a bunch of appeals on check swings here in our first inning. Maybe Rachel Garcia is, I don't know, fooling these hitters a little bit more than normal.
She's got a lot of late break today. Her ball is jumping. So fooling a lot of these hitters.
Center field, it'll get down. The shortstop, Gold, actually started in. I don't think she would have had a play on it, but kind of an awkward move by Gold. Back-to-back bloop hits with 2 outs for Team Ricketts.
Yeah, take a look at Anna Gold and just playing deep, but off the bat, it looks like she got jammed. So her first step, she comes in. But even if she made that first step back, that would have been a tough play for her to make.
So a 2-out rally for Team Ricketts. And 2 players who know each other very well will face off. 2 former UCLA Bruins. Rachel Garcia will pitch to Bubba Nichols Camarena. Something to keep an eye on. Team scoring first have won 5 of the first 7 All-Star Cup games this season. Down the right field line, foul.
Just a lot of aggressive first swings. But Bubba Nichols Camarena just knows a lot about Rachel Garcia, knows that she likes to work ahead. So being aggressive early in the count.
Natasha, when you played college ball, international ball, pro ball, did you feel like you had an advantage or at a disadvantage when you're taking on a pitcher that you knew as well as Bubba knows Rachel?
Definitely an advantage. I mean, you know everything they throw, so it's hard to start to. What you want to do is start to eliminate the thinking because you know so much. I think definitely an advantage knowing a lot about the teammate and knowing a lot about who you're facing as well.
This is actually somewhat similar to like you 15 years ago facing off against Lisa Fernandez.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the times where Lisa got me the most is when she got me thinking, when I was thinking about, okay, she's probably going to go here, and she didn't.
Popped up. Wind may be a factor. Coffey. Side is retired. So Rachel Garcia allows 2 bloop 2-out hits, but no damage done. We're scoreless heading to the second. Here's All-Star Cup. Between Series 2 and Series 3, some big-time movement. Sierra Romero tops on that list, plus 29 spots.
Yeah, and just moving up that leaderboard, taking 17th overall, and you can see Delaney Wiz moving up 13 points, 13 spots, taking 20th overall, and just a lot of movement on that leaderboard.
So Sierra Romero not only moving up in the draft process, but moving up on the leaderboard as well. It's been a fun week for her. Here's Rachel Garcia. Garcia on a gold. Deja Mulipola batting against Montana Fouts, who needed only 8 pitches in the first inning. Garcia's going to wait her out. First inning, no one scored, so the 10 points that a team would have won for winning the first inning rolls into the second inning. This inning's worth 20. That's fair ball. Extra bases for Garcia on her way to second. And she'll make it standing. 20 points for the double for Rachel Garcia.
Rachel Garcia just loves to have the bat in her hands, and I know as a two-way player that just takes off so much pressure for her in the pitching circle. So to be able to have that bat in her hands and just swinging aggressively, and that's a hard hit and stand-up double as she stands up on second for Team Coffey.
So great scoring opportunity for Team Coffey. Runner on at second. Here's Anna Gold. Good block by the catcher, Palacios. One ball, one strike to Gold. Gold trying to get back to that form that she had throughout the regular season. Just a magical rookie performance. Slow start here in the All-Star Cup. 1 for 8. Way out in front of an off-speed pitch.
I just think about Anna Gold just playing a long, long season, and as an athlete, you're just trying to figure out how to sustain, how to keep it going. She was hot during the regular season, but All-Star Cup just still trying to find that rhythm and stay in it.
I think an extra layer too with Gold is not just a bat in her hands, but she's being asked to play different positions now. Was predominantly a third baseman during the regular season, playing a lot of short. Hit hard to left field. That one is off the wall. Here comes Garcia. She'll score the game's first run. It's a double for Gold. Back-to-back doubles for Team Coffey. They lead 1-0.
Nana Gold, the AUSL Rookie of the Year, an all-defensive team, is just finding a way to keep it going. And this is a rise on the inner half and just ropes it. This is a hard hit to left field, and she picks up that first run for Team Coffey.
There used to be a concept that they can't even chew gum and walk at the same time. Anna Gold was chewing gum as she smoked that ball off the left field wall. How casual. Deja Mulipola, yes she did! A 2-run homer, no doubt about it. A 3-run lead for Team Coffey. What a turn of events.
Yes, woo. How about Deja Mulipola? I mean, this ball is roped. Take a look at where this pitch is. This is an elevated rise ball. I mean, this is first pitch. She turns on it right off the bat. She knows that that is out of here, and seeing it big and swinging big. 2-run home run for Team Coffey.
First homer of the year for Mulipola. To put this in perspective, Montana Fouts had pitched 8 innings heading into the second inning and given up just 3 total hits in those 8 innings. Here in the second, double, homer to begin the frame. Aaliyah Andrews, infield single. 4 straight hits for Team Coffey. All right, let's check in with Savannah Collins. Savannah, what's going on?
Well, we talked about this massive 42-point jump that Sierra Romero did on the leaderboard. And when you are making moves like that, it's really interesting to take a look at how she did it. So if you take a look at Series 1, she only gathered 40 total points, and that was from being a game MVP defensively. Series 2, she collected 410 points. Like we mentioned, she went 5 for 5. She had a sack bunt, that's good for 10, 2 singles, 2 doubles, and a home run. She came away with 110 total stat points. She's now sitting at number 9 on the leaderboard, and I feel like that is a crucial spot going into Series 3 because she has time to continue to make this rise with Team Coffey. And what's interesting, she made this big jump on the leaderboard, and she made a big jump on the draft board too, because Danica Coffey said she was a high priority pick for her. She wanted them to play together. They were both teammates, and she knows her leadership. And this type of production on the field is what she's going to get having Sierra Romero on her team.
Scorching hot. Nobody does it better than Savannah. Thank you so much. I love the way that she breaks it down.
Yes, and just breaking it down, the points and how she did it. But honestly, just how Sierra Romero has been able to do it in Series 2. I mean, just being able to combine those stat points and combine the win points. That's the difference for her.
Well, real big-time trouble for Montana Fouts. Every time a pitcher gives up an earned run, it's a -10. She's already given up 3 runs this inning. That's a -30. And she's still got runners on at first and at second with nobody out. Savannah Jaquish just laced a single to left field. So 5 straight hits for Team Coffey. Here's Sierra Briggs. What a massive difference between the first inning and the second inning. Fouts needed 8 pitches to get 3 outs in the first inning. Can't get anyone out here in the second. Briggs trying to give herself up. Just wants to lay down a bunt. First 2 pitches have been balls. Captain for Team Ricketts, Kaylani Ricketts, getting loose in the bullpen. Bunted foul. There's Kaylani. Ricketts, the left-hander. Next to her is Leah Binford, a right-hander. 2-2. Swatted softly, flipping, makes the play. That's the first out of the second inning.
And that's what Montana Fouts needs to do, is just find ways to use her defense. She's getting behind in counts, just not as sharp today.
Here's the captain, Danica Coffey. Began the game by bouncing to the second baseman. Back-to-back, actually 3 consecutive LSU Tigers. If you go to the number 8 spot, Savannah Jaquish, Sierra Briggs, Danica Coffey.
You forgot Leah Andrews.
Good golly.
You say Leah Andrews?
Oh, no, 4 consecutive LSU Tigers in this lineup. How about that?
Maybe that was on purpose by Coffey.
Ball and 2 strikes. Still got a runner on at second base. That's Leah Andrews. Jaquish follows her at first. 1 down. 1-2 pitch. Inning began doubles by Garcia and Gold, and a homer by Deja Mulipola. I would advise both offenses to not stop. On a windy day like this, I think offense is going to be at an advantage.
Absolutely, just thinking line drives, just like Team Coffey has been doing. They've been get behind the ball.
Fouts needed 8 pitches to get out of the first inning. This is her 8th pitch to Danica Coffey. We'll do it again. And again.
Danica Coffey is just battling. You can see that she's on it and tracking the ball, letting the ball get deep.
Tenth pitch of the at-bat. Foul again. Well, if Fouts loses Coffey and loads the bases, next in line is Sierra Romero, who is known more than any player in the world today for her propensity for hitting grand slams. And the table is set for Romero. The NCAA all-time leader in grand slams with 11 of them. Sierra Romero will bat with the bases loaded. She has one thought on her mind. Sierra lined out to right field first time up. It's remarkable how different the second inning has been to the first inning for Fouts.
And just looks like Fouts is just flatting out her pitches and not spinning them as much as she is. Usually she has a lot of late break, and right now they're just hanging over the plate, and a lot of the hitters are able to foul them off and stay on it. It's just a matter of their timing that they're trying to get down.
third row, and Romero stays alive. Remarkable.
Yeah, 3 earned runs today. Just uncharacteristic of her. Just for her, just trying to lean on her defense a little bit more.
Three 3-0 lead for Team Coffey. 2-2 pitch. Still just 1 out. Right to the third baseman, double play! Sanicki saves the day for Team Ricketts. Catches the liner and catches Andrews too far off the bag, and the side is retired.
And this is exactly what Montana Fouts needed to get herself out of the jam. A little 3-5 unassisted play by Paige Sanicki.
If they can keep Team Ricketts below 3 runs, they will win 20 points, every single player on Team Coffey. That's because the first inning was tied. It rolls over into the second. So this inning, winning it, is 20 points. With Natasha Watley, I'm Eric Collins. It'll be Kendra Falby, Aaliyah Binford, Charlize Palacios batting against Rachel Garcia. Falby getting a chance to let her hair down a bit. Not as much responsibility as Series 2 when she was a captain. I think it does make a difference. Some players really love being captains. Other players are kind of wishy-washy on. Other players, like, it's just an added burden.
Well, you think about it, too, it being her rookie season. This is her first time in the AU environment, and so a lot of pressure that comes with being a captain, but I think she did a great job of just trying to figure it out. She's still trying to learn the point systems as well, and still playing her game as well.
12th out of 60 players on the leaderboard. Garcia gave up a couple of hits. 2 blue base hits with 2 outs in the first inning, no runs. Chased the pitch, probably wasn't a strike. Three balls and 2 strikes. Garcia's a gamer, understands context, doesn't want to walk Falby. Second time she's gone to a full count. And it's a good strike. First strikeout of the game for Garcia. Well, this week's Sunday Night Baseball matchup is arguably the best rivalry in baseball. The series finale between Roman Anthony and the Red Sox, and Aaron Judge and the Yankees. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. Our coverage begins tonight at the special time of 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific, with Baseball Tonight Sunday Night Countdown. 2 great two-way players, like probably the greatest two-way player in the history of baseball, Babe Ruth. Rachel Garcia, Aaliyah Andrews, right here. I mentioned Babe Ruth because he played for both the Red Sox and the Yankees. Off the glove of the first baseman, Gibson Horton, and that's going to allow Binford to reach safely. Oh my, that ball was hit so hard it just handcuffed Gibson Horton.
And that was a hard hit from Binford, and she just gets inside of this pitch, inside outs it. So just a weird angle too, but just how hard it was hit for Horton, and just got too far away from her, and Binford on first.
That's ruled an error on the first baseman. That's of note because that means it's not a hit for Binford. Doesn't get any points. Also means that if Binford comes around and scores, it will not be an earned run against Garcia. Earned runs are -10 for pitchers. Charlize Palacios. Last year, this time, there were 2 Palacioses playing with Athletes Unlimited. Sachel's older sister, Sachel. Charlize's older sister, Sachel.
Those are tongue twisters. Sachel and Charlize.
Don't even get me started on seashells by the seashore. Garcia showing good velocity. That's 70 miles an hour. I've seen as high as 73 today.
73 and just jumping. For me, it's the movement that Garcia possesses. Her rise ball, just tight spin, late break, just hard to make a decision as a hitter and get your timing down. What you're seeing is not where actually it's at because it jumps by the time you make that decision to swing.
1-2 pitch. Club, deep left field. Gone, a homer, Palacios. First homer of the season for Palacios, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Ball's carrying today.
And Charlize Palacios. I mean, that ball got out of here in a hurry. The exit speed on that was 76 miles per hour. This is a rise on the inner half, 73. But Palacios is just that, has that ability to get that bat head out there. She just yanks this, pulls it, uses all that power, and puts Team Ricketts on the board, 3-2.
So all of a sudden, it's a possibility for Team Ricketts to win this inning. This is a 20-point inning. Bases clear, 1 out, Paige Sinicki, the number 9 hitter. Called strike 1. Sinicki had a nice defensive play. Top half of this inning. Bases loaded, caught a line drive, and doubled up Andrews, who had left third base. Let's check in with Savannah.
Charlize, you just put your team right back in this game. What was your approach going into that at-bat to end up with a home run swing?
Yeah, just, you know, with Rachel, you really have to, like, own every part of the strike zone. And I wanted to establish that at the beginning of that bat. And I just had to have my girl Tana's back, so.
For you to be able to come through for your pitcher in that way, to take some off her back, how can your offense fuel what you're able to do as a catcher in this game?
Like, I think it's just so much of, like, grabbing the momentum back as fast as you can, especially when you're playing with different people. Like, it's quick and easy, like, to see a 3 spot and just be like, oh, dang it. But, like, getting back in it is, like, that's going to bring us back to life on defense as well. I think so.
Totally. First home run of the All-Star Cup. Thank you, Charlize.
Thank you.
Thank you, Savannah. Remember, those 2 runs that scored, only one of them's earned against Garcia because of the error that allowed Binford to reach.
And the thing that sticks out to me is having Montana Fouts' back, and just to have that ability to have the bat in your hands and take the power back. I'm digging it.
In the bottom of the second inning, we've got a combined 8 hits. 2 doubles, 2 homers. Off the thumbs, back to the screen. We'll do it again. Sinicki is a rookie. She's impressed defensively. Also been pretty good with the bat. 3 hits and 10 at bats, 2 doubles. Beautiful off-speed pitch. Second strikeout for Garcia.
And Mulipola and Garcia just working so well together, just being able to answer back after giving up that home run. But that's that drop that Rachel will use as her off-speed. Perfect placement, just below the knees. Picks up her second strikeout of the day.
So the inning should be over. Still going on because of the error committed by Gibson Horton. If anything else scores against Garcia this inning, it'll be an unearned run. Sierra Sacco, the batter. Quickly 0-2. Called strike 3. Sacco didn't offer it any of those and strikes out on 3 pitches.
Charlize Palacios just owning this rise ball on the inner half and just takes this ball out of here to get Team Ricketts back on the board.
This Little League Look Back was presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Just remarkable that it could begin with such humble beginnings for Rachel Garcia. 20 years later, she's throwing consistently 70 miles an hour with a wicked changeup and dominating. Crazy.
Yeah, that picture of her in her red uniform, I can't get that picture out of my head, and just adorable. But you just never know where this game is going to take you. You never know the opportunities that it's going to open up. And man, Rachel Garcia, what a career she's had.
Smoked into right field. Leadoff base hit for Danielle Gibson Horton. She greets Aaliyah Binford rudely. Binford coming on. She'll pitch this 3rd inning. She replaces Montana Fouts.
And just a good change from Montana Fouts. Binford, just a lot of change-ups. She'll mix that off-speed in there, but just such a great athlete, a two-way player. We mentioned it a little bit earlier. She got that rally going offensively for Team Ricketts.
There's that changeup you're talking about. 55 miles per hour underneath the bat of Rachel Garcia. Garcia got things started for Team Coffey an inning ago with a bullet double down the right field line. Team Coffey winning the 2nd inning. It's plus 20 for everyone that they do not have to give back ever. Good changeup.
She's confident to throw that in any count. It's a 1-1 count.
Maybe this is a pitcher question, but I'm going to ask you anyway, Natasha. A windy day like this, throwing up the changeup, is it the same thing? It seems like maybe the wind, I don't know, just looks like the wind is really blowing her hair around. I wonder if it affects pitches.
Yeah, I mean, I would say maybe on a windier day, yes, it's pretty windy today, but not too much today, and that's her bread and butter. She's just able to locate it and place it. So if I'm her, I'm still throwing it.
All right, need a strike here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground, could be 2. Nope. Safe at first is Garcia. Sinicki bobbled it, and it allowed Garcia to beat the throw to first. This may be a captain's challenge. This is indeed a captain's challenge.
Team Ricketts is challenging the safe call at first base. That is now under review.
That was a quick challenge.
And Sinicki just gets handcuffed on this ball, but knows with the speed of the runner with Rachel Garcia, she has a little bit of time. And I feel like she still was able to get her.
Man, that's close.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's a tough one. Hard to, not a lot of evidence to overturn that one.
Call in the field is safe. Well, at least we know that the bobble by Sinicki is going to cost them the runner at second. As Sinicki had fielded it cleanly, it would have been easy to get Gibson Horton out at second. You would have had just one run on it first.
After further review, the call at first base has been changed to an out.
Oh.
This is Team Ricketts' first challenge.
Okay, so an out changes things for a couple of people. It's no longer an error on Sinicki. It's now just a 5-3 put out. It means that there's a runner in scoring position with one out. And we'll now have Anna Gold stepping into the batter's box. Gold line double off the wall in left field an inning ago. And she's hit with that pitch. Got away from Binford. Hit by pitch is a +8. So 28 step points for Gold here earlier in our game.
And Leah Binford just going to that screw on the inner half. This gets away from her.
Deja Mulipola, a homer an inning ago. Mulipola, one of our past champions. She was the first exclusive position player to ever be a champion in this format. And she's off to a good start today. Her second consecutive hit, a single to left, will load the bases. Still just one out.
Mulipola's just seeing it well and swinging a good bat. Out in front of it just a tad bit.
So bases loaded, one out. And Aaliyah Andrews will bat. Natasha, what's the thought process for a hitter like Aaliyah Andrews in this situation?
Well, facing someone like Binford who throws a lot of off speed, I personally would try to stand in and hit, but I know Andrews likes to run through the box, so I would think maybe more just trying to think about trying to use the ground, trying to get some hops, trying to get myself on. If I can get some hang time, those balls are undefendable.
You played on this field quite a bit in your pro career. What's the surface like for someone who wants to put the ball on the ground?
This is the perfect surface. This ball bounces, it gets true hops. You can get some height on it right in front of home plate. Allows you to get that first hop.
On the ground, Flippins plays it home. They get the out there. 2 down.
Hannah flipping, knowing, trying to eliminate those bounces and playing in and knows she's got speed at first, and so knows she doesn't have that much speed with Horton. Bases loaded, easy out.
Here's Savannah Jaquish. Solid line drive single an inning ago. That was against Montana Fouts. Way out in front. So Binford has her set up. Didn't mean to. 2 singles and a hit batter here for Team Coffey in the 3rd inning. Front. What a changeup. Good golly. Jaquish could have swung twice before the ball got there.
And Aaliyah Binford just able to pull the string on this changeup. She picks up her first strikeout of the day.
Hey, so far so good for Team Coffey. They lead Team Ricketts 3-2. This is the opening game in Series 3. Team Coffey scored 3 times in the 2nd inning. We'll now see the bottom third of the order batting for Team Ricketts here in the third inning. Now the first-time captain, Danica Coffey, is wearing a microphone and an earpiece. She can hear us. She's going to talk to us this half inning. And she's going to talk to her team first. Hey, Danica, how you doing?
Good, I'm doing great.
Hey, congratulations. You're off to a great start, currently third on the leaderboard. Are you enjoying being a captain? You're a very young player. It's a lot of responsibility.
A lot of responsibility. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little stressed, but I'm trying to learn to just enjoy it.
What has been your approach as a captain? How are you handling the lineup? How are you handling making the changes? What's the strategy?
I asked Deja for a lot of her opinion, and then just like confirm with Mia. And then right now, I'm playing softball. I can't be the coach, so Mia got it from here.
I noticed that there's a whole bunch of LSU Tigers like yourself, not only on the team, but batting consecutively in that lineup.
Yes, yes. You know, we gotta stick together.
Was that on purpose? You putting all of you guys back to back to back to back?
No, actually, no, not on purpose.
Okay.
No.
Nice strategy. Hey, if you're
Wait,
really...
we are all back to. Oh, wait, not me just realizing, because I didn't realize that we were all back to back to back.
I love it.
Yeah, right.
Danica, talk about playing for Beth Tarina at LSU. What are some of your biggest takeaways playing for her?
I think she helped me figure out who I was as a person off the softball field, but also like how she's a mom, how she's a coach, like she does it all. And I think that piece, like showing that you can do everything and you don't have to settle. Like you can have the career, you can be the mom, you can do everything. I really enjoy that. And she is true to who she is, no matter what. And I love all of that.
I'm looking around that outfield right now, and from left to right, they're all LSU Tigers. Sierra Briggs, Leah Andrews, Savannah Jaquish. I know you're really tight with Sierra Briggs, kind of an unusual situation. You actually drafted your team, and then after the draft, you decided to make a trade because you realized you needed to have Sierra on your team.
Yes.
What was the thought process there?
So when we were drafting the last draft, Sierra got drafted towards, I think she was the last draftee. So Mia told me I could wait a little bit longer, so I was trying to wait. And then I was supposed to draft her right before Kaylani drafted her, and I was like, if you would have seen my face, I was super sick. Because she like helps me, like her being in the GA this year while I was playing, I realized how close we were. Like when we played together, we're different, but when she was a GA and I was playing, she helped like settle me down. So I was like, I need my best friend. I need her with me.
Smart. So I see that you love, or you've modeled your game, and you can talk and listen to me at the same time. You've modeled your game after Kelsey Stewart-Hunter. What are some of the things that you have liked about her game that you've taken into your own?
I think that she's super versatile. Like she's a power slapper, she can high chop, she can hit away, she can bunt. And so playing in college, I wanted to do all those things too. And she played shortstop. And before I got to college, I was a shortstop. So I was like, this is exactly who I want to be like. And she's super competitive. Like, she just looks so fierce on the field. And I just want to be just like her.
Definitely see the similarities. The versatility, we can put you anywhere. I love that. The versatility at the plate. You've got the power, the short game, the speed. I see it. Do you have a place on the field that you prefer? So I didn't know you played short in high school.
Yeah, I love third, but I think after this year, I kind of want to try to go back to middle spot. I want a little bit more time.
Okay. and what are you talking about?
Yeah. So after we finish pro ball, my training hopefully is in the middles, and then, well, I'm still going to train everywhere, but I really want to try to be a middle.
Yeah, what do you like about shortstop?
I think like you lead, and it just gives you more time. I feel like over here it's very fast reactions, and you can read the hops better, and you kind of help everyone. And I love being in that spot, like being able to communicate with everyone and being around everyone. And I feel like over here at third, I'm kind of like in my own world, and I got to lock in, because if I don't, the ball is going past me.
Yeah, you are facing some big hitters. Each lineup, they've all got power, and so I feel you on that, being able to have a little bit more range, more reactions. What's kind of the hardest transition from being a middle infielder going to a corner or vice versa?
I think after your prep step in middle infield,
Right back to Garcia. This is going to end the half inning. You're off the hook, Danica. Great job. We really enjoyed it.
thank you.
Danica Coffey doing a fantastic job as a first-time captain. Her squad leads Team Ricketts 3-2.
With a 3-2 lead over Team Ricketts, and up to bat was one of those athletes in the trade is Sierra Briggs, but the other side of that was Sierra Sacco, who was acquired by Team Ricketts, and it kind of worked out perfectly for Kalani Ricketts. That was a pick that she really wanted to make, and she missed her in the round, so she ended up picking up Briggs. So right after the draft, both of these captains were in the lobby, and Danica went up to Kalani and was like, hey, I really got to have Sierra Briggs, like she just told us, and Kalani said, I'll do you a favor, but only for Sierra Sacco. So that's how that trade ended up going through. Both those captains just not getting the picks at the right time, but it ended up working out for both sides.
Thank you, Savannah. Yeah, it really didn't change much. It's not like you get sent to a different city or you're with a, a totally different organization. You're just wearing a different colored jersey for this series. That's one of the great things I feel about the AUSL All-Star Cup is everything is apples to apples. Everyone trains at the same spot. Everyone has access to the same equipment. The travel is the same. The lodging is the same. The food's the same. You can truly find the champion of the 60 players because the field is totally level.
Right, and I'm with Kalani Ricketts. Hey, yeah, let's go for it. And I'll take Sacco, and just the speed that she possesses, it's speed for speed. That's how I saw it. I'm like, great outfielders, great hitters, and so it's an even trade.
Well, Sierra Briggs, who we're talking about, she is the batter. It would really kind of work cosmically if she flied out right now to Sacco. We're talking about Briggs and Sacco, and we were not going to get it. It's going to be a leadoff walk as Briggs is walked by Binford. Series 3 of the AUSL All-Star Cup continues tomorrow. That's Monday, ESPNU. 6 p.m. Eastern, Team Net's going to take on Team Ricketts. Then at 8:30 Eastern, it's Team Coffey and Team Kowalik. And we are going to have a change in the circle. This will be the third pitcher of the game for Team Ricketts. Aaliyah Binford is lifted, and the captain, Kalani Ricketts, is going to come to the middle of the diamond and pitch.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that we're just now seeing Ricketts, and now knowing that she was captain, if I'm her, maybe thinking that we were seeing her start the game, but hey, no better time to give herself the ball right now.
Okay, Kalani Ricketts, currently second on the leaderboard. She'll come in to pitch when we come back to Rosemont. You know, she's not just the oldest player in this year's field. She's also second on the leaderboard. Kalani Ricketts, the captain of Team Ricketts, going to put herself into the game and be the pitcher with nobody out and a runner on at first here in the fourth inning.
If there's any pitcher to do it, it's Kalani Ricketts. Just the amount of experience she possesses and just her long tenured career, professional career. She's been out for about a decade now, and I feel like I played with her years ago. But if anything, she knows pressure moments, and so if I'm her, I'm giving myself the ball too.
The original superstar for Patty Gasso in Oklahoma. Two-time National College Player of the Year as a Sooner. Run on first base, Sierra Briggs, nobody out. Danica Coffey is the batter. Captain against captain here.
And the drastic difference between captains, Danica Coffey, the rookie, just finishing her college season, versus the veteran.
On the ground, flipping to second for one, on to first, not in time. Coffey runs just well enough to beat the throw to first.
Yeah, Hannah Flippin, just so quick. What's so impressive about Hannah Flippin is just her transition. She gets rid of this ball so quick and makes this double play quick with a speedy Coffey, almost gets her at first. But that first throw of a double play is so important.
Here's Sierra Romero. She's hit the ball hard twice. Has nothing to show for it. This could be two. Nope. Flippin wasn't close enough to the bag. I was thinking maybe she could field it on the bag at second and then turn two. Six to 3 on the putout. Coffey now in scoring position with two down.
Just take a look of where Hannah Flippin fields this ball. She has to come and get it. Good decision to come and get it, but just the wherewithal to know where you are on the field and know that, hey, this is where I'm going to get that out and go into first as opposed to going to second.
All right, you were an elite shortstop. Could Flippin have waited for that ball an extra bounce and fielded it closer to second and got the lead out there?
Possibly, but also knowing the speed of Coffey, you just don't want to chance it. And as a defender, you always want to be the aggressor, go and get the ball and go get it. That one was tricky just because it was so spinny. So I think she made the right decision to go and get it. Ensure that you get an out.
I don't question Hannah Flippin.
Yeah, never.
Team Coffey 3 for 7. Runners in scoring position today. Danielle Gibson Horton takes on 3-0. It's now 3-1. Into center field. Coffey's going to challenge the arm of Sacco. And it's cut off. It's a run scored. And it's now a 4-2 lead for Team Coffey. RBI single for the veteran Gibson Horton.
This is a 3-1 pitch, a drop on the outside corner, and Danielle Wharton just drives this ball up the middle and steps up big to get another run on the board for Team Coffey.
No one asked my opinion, but I think that Danielle Gibson Horton's swing is, man, it's up there. It is a thing of beauty.
I agree. Just so solid. I love her presence as an athlete, just her softball IQ, and just really confident as an athlete.
Garcia bounces out to the second baseman, Sydney Romero, but another run scores. Team Coffey trying to win both the third and the fourth inning. We got 20 points on the line when we come back.
Yeah, I love that piece. And mommyhood definitely, it changes you, and just it gives you a whole new perspective, a whole new meaning, and what a special opportunity for her to be able to still have this opportunity to play and do it in front of him, and memories that she'll get to share with him as he grows up.
And she can ball. She's got 2 hits today, drove in a run earlier this fourth inning. Really good stuff. We talk about it all the time. It's a fantastic thing, but it's not that new. There have been really great players over the years who have played and double-dipped as being moms as well. This ballpark right here is located at 27 Jenny Finch Way. Jenny Finch played for the Chicago Bandits professionally in the former NPF as a mom.
Yeah, and just talking to her about it, she jokes about it like, what was I thinking, you know? But I think it's just, you know, speaks volumes of just how strong women are and just that ability. You can still do both. You can be a mom, you can be a professional athlete, and just an incredible example that they're all setting.
All right, this is a 20-point inning. Team Coffey scored 1 run in the fourth inning. So if they can put a 0 on the board for Team Ricketts in the bottom of the fourth inning, they will have won the first 4 innings. It's huge. Falby strikes out. That's the first out of the fourth inning. Well, here are just some of our Labor Day weekend college football games. We start Thursday on ESPN with number 25 Boise State at USF, followed by Nebraska-Cincinnati. Deion Sanders in Colorado hosting Georgia Tech Friday night. And what an ABC tripleheader we have for you Saturday, capped off by 9th-ranked LSU and 4th-ranked Clemson in Death Valley. Every game's also available on the all-new ESPN app. Actually, both LSU and Clemson call where they play football Death Valley. So I guess I should specify that is at Clemson's Death Valley. Aaliyah Binford. On the ground, Coffey. Look at the footwork. Natasha, talk to me about the footwork there for Coffey as she got ready for that ground ball.
Well, first it was beautiful, great read on the ball, and As a defender, you always want to get to the side of the ball, so get to the side of your glove side. So if you take a look at her feet, she gets to the glove side so she can have a better read on the spin of the ball, but takes that hot back and makes that look easy. She says she doesn't like third base. I know, she's lying to us.
She took about 5 small steps to get ready for that ground ball. First ball swinging, this is Palacios. Lazy fly to center, and the side is retired. Rachel Garcia needs only 8 pitches to get out of the inning and to give everyone on her team 20 points. Yeah, one of those beaches, I don't know. She's from Ballston Spa, New York, which is Capital Region, Saratoga Springs, Albany area. Not too many beaches in that part of the world.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, beaches, and I was thinking even at Duke. I mean, is she getting a lot of beaches there?
Anna Gold is doinked again. That's 2 bruises worth 16 points for the rookie. She's been on base 3 consecutive times with a double and 2 hit by pitches. And don't look now, but that is now the 4th consecutive inning in which the leadoff batter for Team Coffey has reached safely. It's a hard way to make a living if you're a pitcher, allowing the leadoff batter to reach. Ooh, Ricketts not happy with that call. First pitch called for a ball. Ricketts, her first full inning of work, came on in relief an inning ago. Deja Mulipola, perfect day for her. She needed it. She came into today's action dead last, 60th out of 60 players on the leaderboard. Remember, she is the first position player to ever win this All-Star Cup. So she's seen the highest of highs, and earlier today, the lowest of lows.
And I think just the confidence. She was on Team USA, winning that gold. I think just coming back with that gold, that gives you a little bit of confidence and a little bit more pep in your step. So you can see the difference in her approach.
Both Keilani Ricketts and Deja Mulipola of Polynesian descent. That's caught, and it'll be a double play. Right into the waiting glove of Bailey Klingler, who touches the base. 2 down. Good play by Klingler.
And Klingler just been able to hold on to this. Like I said, Deja Mulipola is hitting the ball hard today, and that comes off her bat hard, but great instincts, great reacts. And a goal caught off a little bit too far.
Aaliyah Andrews, 1 for 2. This is the beginning of that stretch of 4 consecutive players who played in Baton Rouge for the Paiute Bengals, the LSU Tigers. Aaliyah Andrews, Savannah Jaquish, Sierra Briggs, and then the top of the order, Danica Coffey. Ricketts, 33 years of age, from San Jose, California. Mentioned that she is proud of her Polynesian heritage. Her name actually means heavenly one. Almost an incredible play by Sinicki. If she was 5'9", not 5'6", she probably would have made that play.
Nice effort, though. Just good first step, good reaction, but just not close enough. Just need one more step.
Give me Jesse Warren vibes. On the ground. It'll end the inning. So, Anna Gold is hit with a pitch by Ricketts to begin the frame, but then the double play and the ground out ends the inning for Ricketts. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Garcia was touched up for 2 runs in the 2nd inning. Only 1 was earned. 2 runs coming on 1 swing of the bat, 1 powerful swing of the bat by Charlize Palacios. Tasha, what's the best thing we've seen from Garcia today?
Garcia, she's doing a good job. Her and Mulipola are in great cahoots. They're moving the ball around. She's going with that curve in. She's jamming a lot of the righties in, starting them in, and then she'll work with that curve out. But what's been most impressive is her off-speed. She uses that drop, and she'll mix that in periodically and keeping these hitters off balance.
2 balls, no strikes to Sinicki. Garcia calls a timeout. Deep, but foul. Well, while we help moment, folks, let's welcome in Charlize Palacios for a Sephora chair chat. Charlize, we bring you in for a couple of reasons. You had that home run against Garcia. I want to ask you about that in a moment. But first things first. A lot of softball fans have been in love with your older sister, Sachelle Palacios, for a long time. She retired a year ago. What's she doing these days?
You know what? She just got a job with CBU Cal Baptist as a director of ops, and she's killing it. I call her every day, and she's just like jamming things out. I knew she would. She's so attention detailed, and she just does an amazing job of creating connections. And yeah, she's still killing it off the field. So love you, Sasha. I know she's watching.
She's definitely watching, and hopefully she saw that home run. I think that ball is still going, Charlize. So walk me through it. Okay, so you talked about you were trying to pick up Montana. Is that something that you really brought with you into that at bat?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's so funny. Like last year, we would joke around that if someone made me mad, or I would be like, make me mad, because I feel like when I go up to bat, I'll like bring that out on the ball. So it was like a running joke last year, but I genuinely feel like if I need to pick up my pitcher, I kind of put more attention at bat. So I think that kind of did like play into it for sure.
No, I love it. And you talked about owning every part of the strike zone. Can you just kind of elaborate on that, what you mean by that?
Yeah, so owning every part of the strike zone, I wanted to make sure that Rachel didn't feel like she could sneak one in on me on any half the zone. I didn't want her to think she could beat me in or out. I wanted to show her that I was on both of them. And on both of my foul balls, I feel like I did that because on the inside pitch, I felt like I had just missed it. And then on the outside one, I was a little late, but I felt like if she threw it there again, I'd be able to own it. So I wanted to make sure she knew that she didn't have that. So it kind of left her with a rise and an off speed. And I was going to try to spit on the off speed as much as I could. And then she actually ended up giving me the rise. So it kind of worked out in my favor.
Just curious, the thought process you have to go through. You've already caught Montana fouls, Aaliyah Binford and Kaylani Ricketts today. You know, we're talking about you getting points with a bat in your hand. You don't get any points as a catcher, but you've got to really think and put your whole heart and soul into defense. How difficult is it catching 3 different pitchers in a 5-inning window?
You know what? I don't think it's difficult. I think it's fun. I love being able to pitch call for different pitchers. I'm just there to be like their biggest support system and like really give them what they need. For them on the mound. I want them to feel fully supported and like I'm giving them my best thoughts out there. I love working with pitchers. That's like one of the parts that I learned from Sachelle, like is to really like dive deep and like give your heart and soul to the pitcher. So I feel like that's the most fun part for me, like that I get to see all of them out there and like them doing their thing. And yeah, I really, really do love my pitchers. So it's probably the most fun part of the game. I love pitch calling and I just love being back there, like being their biggest cheerleader.
Well, Charlize, I loved watching your older sister, Sachelle, play, and I'm sure she is super proud of you right now, the player you've become. Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you guys so much. Bye, Sash.
Good job, Charlize.
Sierra Sacco lets down a sacrifice bunt. That is a +10 for Sacco. And a runner on at second base now for Hannah Flippin. If Sinicki can score, it would be an inning win for Team Ricketts. They've not won an inning so far today. Chopper. One shortstop throws out the other. Gold retires Flippin. .42 is our score. Team Coffey on top of Team Ricketts. 2 outs. And Sydney Romero is the batter. And this is an interesting conversation. Both Garcia and Mulipola understand that Sydney Romero is red hot right now.
Yeah, she's got a hot bat, so it's kind of that discussion. Do we put her on? We've got Klingberg behind her. Do we go right at? How do we approach her? Last time they threw her that changeup, and she was still off time and still was able to get that hit. in the first inning, and so just kind of trying to strategize how they go about it.
Okay, do they go after Romero? Yes, they do. Over the years, Sydney Romero is basically a walking bruise. She consistently gets hit with pitches, whatever league she's in. Little nubber. Garcia's plays it first. Side is retired. So Rachel Garcia pitches around the leadoff walk. Strands Sinicki at third. The sixth inning will be worth 20 points when we return. Briggs. Briggs trying to reward her bestie, Danica Coffey, for her confidence in her, making that trade on draft day. Trying to put up some numbers. Briggs so far today, 0 for 1, did draw a walk against Binford back in the fourth inning. Foul. Starting to get late, folks. Sixth inning. Ooh. 1-2.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to take. I don't even know how Sierra Briggs keeps her bat back on that. Just such great break on that changeup from Ricketts.
Right back to Ricketts. Natasha, when Kaylani came into the pros, 2014, you were her teammate. Is there anything that she still does today that is the exact same that what you saw when she was a 22-year-old?
I think just her pitch repetition, just going to that drop and that changeup, just how she's throwing it, how often she stays in on lefties. She'll go into righties. She just has no fear of going in on people's hands, and I think that that's what makes her so tough, especially the lefty on lefty. When she comes in on you, she's stepping towards you, and it's just really deceptive, and it's hard to pick up whether that's a drop or a changeup.
Captain versus captain. Danica Coffey, 0 for 2 with a walk today. Ricketts gets Coffey, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Line drive finds the mitt of Bailey Klingler, and the side is retired. That means that Ricketts has now retired 5 in a row.
And Ricketts just staying with their plan, staying in and tight on the lefties, and capitalizes big with this big out number 3 in the top of the 6th.
With a little caffeine maybe as well. I think that's Anissa Ortez too. These are fun days for Anissa Ortez, beginning her final week as a professional. That's a fair ball. Fair ball down the left field line. Bailey Klingler has to stop first with a single as Briggs to get it back to the infield quickly. That's the 3rd straight hit for Klingler. She's 3 for 3.
Seeing it big, and that was first pitch. So big 10 points for her.
Rachel Garcia has given up 4 hits. Check that, 5 hits. And 3 of them have been to Klingler. Good golly. Here's Bubba Nichols Camarena showing bunt. That's not a bad move. A successful sacrifice gets you 10 points. And also, you're playing for an inning win, which would be a plus 20. Normally, you don't think your number 5 hitter is going to lay down a bunt. But in this form of softball, it's not a bad idea. That goes out the window, 0-2.
Yeah. And then she throws that dirty drop, that off speed, so that would have been tough to bunt anyway.
Everywhere she's been, Bubba Nichols-Camarena has worn number 48. Former UCLA Bruin. Been with the AUSL for a couple of years. I always thought that Bubba Nichols should wear number 55. Then Bubba Nichols be double Nichols. She clearly didn't think of that. I guess if I mention it enough, maybe next year, Bubba Nichols will be double Nichols.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll take that into account.
Yeah, I'm sure. A little note. The best ever come out of Modesto, California. There it is, number 48. Called strike 3. Garcia strikes out Nichols-Camarena.
And the Rachel Garcia drop ball, I think this thing should be illegal. It's so tough. She sells it so well. She comes off the mound so hard, and it's just so deceptive and freezes a big bat. Bubba Nichols for strikeout number 5.
5 strikeouts and 5 1/3 for Garcia. She's given up 2 runs, only 1 was earned. We're going to have a pinch hitter. Kendra Falby scheduled to bat lifted for the powerful Caroline Jacobson. This is a huge opportunity for Jacobson. If she could do something significant here, change the game. Former Duke Blue Devil and Clemson Tiger. From Northern Florida, Tallahassee. Had a good regular season in the AUSL. Four to 2, bottom of the 6th inning. Team Coffey scored 3 times in the 2nd inning. They scored once in the 4th. Team Ricketts, their only 2 runs coming on a home run by Palacios in the 2nd. Rachel Garcia has been really good. Natasha, you've seen Rachel Garcia pitch forever. In years past, I remember her, the pitch counts really getting up there. This year, not so much. She has been very judicious with her pitches.
She's been very sharp. I think that that's been the difference from the past until this year. She's just been kind of mentally tough and just going right at hitters, and it's just been proven to be the difference. I think she's working ahead, starting ahead, and continuing to throw her game, throw her pitches, and not getting behind too many hitters. So I think that that's been helping her out quite a bit.
Swing and a miss. Garcia thought that she had struck out Jacobson the pitch prior. Strikes her out for real here. That's 6 punch-outs for Garcia. This week's Sunday Night Baseball matchup is arguably the best rivalry in baseball. The series finale between the Red Sox and the Yankees. How about Aaron Judge? 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. Our coverage begins tonight. Special time of 5:30 Eastern with Baseball Tonight Sunday Night Countdown. Rachel Garcia has been darn good on a Sunday afternoon. Oh. 8 points the hard way. Binford struck with a pitch, and the inning continues. So Binford on at first. That moves Klingler to second. If Klingler can score, it'd be an inning win for Team Ricketts, and they would get a plus 20. So rollover inning. No one scored in the 5th, so 20 points on the line. The whole ball of wax, of course, Team Coffey trying to win the game. They lead by 2 with 4 more outs to get. And they're going to challenge? Did they say maybe the ball at the bat? I'm sure Binford doesn't agree.
Yeah.
Binford showing the dugout. You want to see the bruise? He's probably got a welt.
Yeah, because this was hard and in. That was that rise on the inside. But I think that gets her hand. Maybe her wrist.
Well, the knob of the bat was close. Take a look at the bruise. There's probably a seam. Sometimes there's a seam with a ball on your skin.
Yeah, but how hard it came off of her wrist, it almost is like it came off of the bat.
The call on the field has been upheld. It is a hit by pitch. This is Team Coffey's first challenge.
I love the showmanship with Binford.
Never seen anybody so proud of showing, hey, I actually got hit. Look at it right here.
Well, the biggest hit of the ball game against Garcia was provided by Charlize Palacios. And Palacios will bat here with the game on the line. If Palacios can do against Garcia what she did in the second inning, Team Ricketts would take the lead. Called strike 1.
Charlize Palacios talking about owning every pitch of the strike zone and saying, hey, you go out, I'm going with it. You come in, I'm taking it out of this park. And that was home run. I feel like that's still traveling, still going.
2 home runs in our ball game. Palacios for Team Ricketts, Mulipola for Team Coffey. So both catchers with homers. Drive. It'll stay in the ballpark. Catch made by Sierra Briggs. And Rachel Garcia's heart can go back to its normal rhythm. We have played 6 complete, 4-2 lead for Team Coffey.
To be the difference.
We've reached the end of the line. 7th inning, Team Coffey. They lead by a pair. This inning is worth, that takes only 20. 7th inning is not worth any points. So this is worth 20 points. Plus, obviously, the win is on the line. If you can win a ball game, it is a plus 70 for everyone on your team. There is no better perk in this innovative scoring system than winning games. Plus 70, you can't match that any other way. It's the equivalent of hitting a home run and getting a triple. Sierra Romero, Danielle Gibson-Horton, Rachel Garcia batting against Kaylani Ricketts. This will be the 2nd time that those 3 have faced Ricketts today. Softly right side. One Romero throws out the other. Or I should say flips out the other. Sydney doesn't even use her hand, just flips it with her glove to retire her sister.
It just makes it look so easy. This is off the top of the bat and just uses her legs to supply the force with that flip. Simple stuff.
Danielle Gibson-Horton with that meatloaf special. 2 for 3. It's not bad. Drove in a run back in the 4th inning. Off-speed pitch called strike 1. Gibson-Horton's first 3 times up, facing 3 different pitchers. Fouts, Binford, and Ricketts. Softly into center field, sinking, catch is made! Sacco robs Gibson-Horton! Oh, nice play by Sierra Sacco.
Kaylani Ricketts is very pleased with this trade. That happens to work in her favor. Sierra Sacco just be able to cover a lot of ground and laying this out for a big out number 2.
Maybe adding an extra layer of difficulty, the wind knocking that dump ball quickly to the ground.
Right, and the wind is going into right field, but just being able to lay out for that, perfect timing, extends her glove hand.
One ball, one strike to Garcia. We expect Garcia to come out and pitch that 7th inning. She has been the goods here on a Sunday afternoon. First baseman Klingler runs it down, beats Garcia to the bag, and the side is retired. So, the last chance for Team Ricketts, Sinicki, Sacco, and Flippin scheduled to bat. Well, it's the bottom of the 7th inning. Team Ricketts, this is their final opportunity. And folks, I'm not an expert on much of anything, but I can tell you right now that Rachel Garcia is clearly not superstitious. She pitched the first 6 innings with her hair down, and she comes to the 7th with her hair up. Oh my goodness! Tempting fate.
It's the little things that you notice, Eric, and that is key. That's confidence. That's Rachel Garcia's like, hey, it doesn't matter if it's up or down. I'm coming right at you.
Now she starts the 7th inning with ball 1 to Paige Sinicki. Sinicki, Sacco, Flippin. If anyone gets on, Sydney Romero. Lead is 2 for Team Coffey. Another game coming your way. It'll be Team Kowalik, Team Nets. If you're not hip to it, Kayla Kowalik has been just magical through the first 2 series. Budding superstar. Bunt. Who's at first? Wow, Sierra Romero finally got there in the nick of time. Oh my goodness. A little dicier than it needed to be.
Yeah, just take a look at where Sierra Romero is. But Paige Sinicki just knows, hey, if I put this down, it's a race between me and who's covering first. And so she almost got that hit there, but big out for Team Coffey.
Here's Sacco. On the ground, that'll make it through. First base hit of the day for Sacco. Raises both arms in victory on her way down to first base. Sacco with 10 points on the base hit. Also got 10 points on a successful sacrifice earlier today. Here's the great palindrome. Hannah Flippin. 0 for 3. 2 flyouts to center. And a bounce out to short. Wind is howling in from left. Probably can cross off the idea of a home run to left field off your bingo card. Pop up, shallow right center. It falls in the Bermuda Triangle in between the center fielder, right fielder, and second baseman. Back-to-back hits for Team Ricketts.
But again, you talked about, Eric, just not a lot of power going to be going out to left field, but this gets caught up in the wind, and this ball almost starts out to center field and carries all the way to right. Andrews having to go a long way for that, and that's where maybe Allie Newland needs to call her off on that. But strong winds on that.
Here's Sydney Romero, 1 for 3. Rachel Garcia has really stepped it up in just these circumstances today. With runners in scoring position, Team Ricketts 0 for 4 with 6 left on base against Garcia. On the ground, foul. Oh, 2. Right center again. This one hangs up long enough for the catch to be made. 2 down. Oh, wow. So it comes down to this. Bailey Klingler will bat. Klingler has not been retired today. She's faced Garcia 3 times and lashed singles all 3 times. Can Garcia retire her with the game on the line? Yes, she can. Ball game! What a performance by Rachel Garcia. She goes the distance and wins for Team Coffey to begin Series 3.
The difference of this game is Rachel Garcia in the pitching mound on the circle, 6 strikeouts on the day, continued to get stronger and leads Team Coffey.
Well, there you got it. Final score is 4-2. Team Coffey takes down Team Ricketts. Series 3 of the AUSL All-Star Cup continues Monday on ESPNU, 6 p.m. Eastern. Team Nets, Team Ricketts. Then 8:30, we've got another one coming your way. Second game of this doubleheader coming up on ESPN+. Head over for more on AUSL. For Natasha Watley, I'm Eric Collins saying goodbye for now from Rosemont.